Wow. Riser sole.
Riser sole?
A 90-gram weight in a sole?
How in the world do they do that? Seriously? It's all titanium?
This thing launches.
And it just doesn't spin.
I can't believe how far this thing goes.
Do you have riser sole?
Seriously, this is the longest fairy wood you will ever hit.
Scott McCarron, you know this guy knows.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
So one of these days, Bo, I'll have to give him a call or text him and say, hey, one of these days you're just going to have to say, you know what, Big John Quick or Bill the Golffather, they know. If anyone knows,
they know.
Yeah,
that's right.
They would definitely sell golf clubs then.
Oh, yeah. And
right.
Pound for pound, nothing
comes close. Yes.
That's what's in my bag.
It's in my bag.
I'm a
golf's most solid investment and a lifetime warranty as well on their golf clubs. So
it's the first time ever that I can actually hit a 3-wood. And that's because of Torres. I can never hit a 3-wood to save my life.
And that riser sole he was talking about is joke.
Nope, not at all.
Helps your game.
Oh no, and we got it dialed in. We joined Club Champion, and we got them all dialed in. We got them pured, and we are puring them, and we're getting ready. So we go out there and we spark things up, so we can bring home the championship. Maybe, hopefully, I'm praying.
We're talking about another championship, local championships. We talk about live golf, and we talk about how people can have more fun at golf. And, the one thing that I always get in my inbox, Bill, and I know you do too on social media, is how can amateurs compete? And, can amateurs make money competing in amateur events? And one thing about amateur events, if you want to keep your amateur status, though,
don't get paid. Not even $1.
Take prizes.
Prizes.
Sell it on eBay. I don't know.
All about the prize. Oh, yeah.
Be sure to follow us, though, on social media. We're not going to pay you to do it, but we certainly do have prizes for you if you follow us. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and subscribe to us on YouTube because we will host exclusive giveaways on YouTube as well.
And we got a few coming up, right?
Yes.
I'm waiting for my birthday jerky and everything else, and you guys can win some too. So let's go. First tee bars, baby. We're on the 10th tee.
You and I have been apart and have had many amateur golf tours on this show to talk about things, and especially the local ones across the country. Here in New Mexico, though, there's really nothing for the local amateur out there. So how about if you take a break from your routine rounds of golf and experience something totally different? When you register for the New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour, you're signing up for much more than just a spirited local New Mexican-owned and organized event. Their creative organizers bring their passion and knowledge into the event with the intention of making it unique and unforgettable. Go ahead and activate your membership at NMAGT.com now to secure your spot in these unique events. And invite your friends. Hurry up, because spots are filling up fast. And we actually have the founder of the New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour here on with us. And Chris is joining us. And Chris, with your dad, I've always butchered your guys' last name because I'm a white guy, and I say Villarreal.
Oh, that's an interesting last name. I haven't heard that one before.
I mean, that's one take on it. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me on Big's Golf Talk, Bill.
What's your take of your last name?
Villarreal.
See,
you know what? I'm Hispanic, and you lost me at the you lost me too. And I've been Hispanic all my life, and you lost me. Okay.
As long as you've known, right? As
long as I've known.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Chris is an avid golfer. He likes to go out, and he's like us. I mean, he likes to go and golf different courses and travel across this great state to find courses and stuff like that, and these hidden gems and things like that. Chris, you decided to start up New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour. Why?
Well, basically, John, just like you said, there's not a whole lot of options for the amateur golfer here in New Mexico, and I think that something like this was sorely needed, desperately, to help grow the game and just really have people have an opportunity to compete, not take themselves too seriously, but at the same time, have a little skin in the game and, make themselves feel good about what they're doing out there instead of just, going out for a round and feeling like, man, I played like crap this round. There's nothing I can do for it. But at least in the tour, if you play like crap, you score a couple points, you come back the next event, you score, you do better, you get yourself second, third place, fourth place in the tour standings for the end of the season.
I think I think that it's important for here, not being from New Mexico and actually spending a lot of time here and stuff like that, being from the Gulf. Me and Biggs met years ago because I got to play famously for them, amateurs being treated like pros. Right. So I think it's a great thing to do here. I've noticed that they're a little back in time, but there's a lot of really good golfers here. There's a lot of really good golf courses here, but there is no tour here for them. You know what I mean? It's either your local course or
the other thing that we're so used to too is Florida, Wisconsin, Chicago.
Yeah,
you could go to any golf courses and they have leagues that
there's leagues. There's huge tours in Florida.
You really don't have that here in New Mexico. And when I moved here, I'm like, okay, where am I going to golf it competitively and still have more fun? And I never found it.
And that's what we talked about because we all go for the World Amateurs in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
So where are we going to get that competition before the huge one? When we go to compete against everybody around the world because they come from everywhere for that 1 week. And how do you keep that competition and how do you keep your rules and everything in place if you can't play like a tour player all year round? You know what I mean? Until the last minute. Oh, I'm going to do it 1 week out of the year. No. So I think
you got to have something consistently to work for, to keep up and keep the interest in the game, to keep people engaged. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
What about the format, Chris? New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour, NMAGT.com. What about the format? Is there one single style format? Are you doing formats per event? How are you working the format with the tour?
So we are we're basing the format based on each event and how many golfers we have in each event. If we don't have enough golfers to do a flighted class of competition, then we're we usually do net score to par and judge our winner that way.
And how long does it take? Like us, me and Biggs, we have to keep our handicap, whether it's 9 holes, 18 holes.
Yeah,
we have to keep
play
it.
Celebrity pro-ams that require
because we do that, and that's the first thing they want. Where's your handicap? What's the so we keep due diligence on the handicap. So we go and we join the New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour, right? Where would you go by age? Are you going to go strictly by handicap? How does it work for us?
Well, we go strictly by handicap, and now we're not officially registered with the USGA. I am in talks with the USGA to get us as a GIN official golf tour. Also, so if you have an application that you use to track your scores, we'll go based off of that, and then in the end, if that's not, if you cheat a little on your scores, it's going to shake out at the end of the day. So
always.
But yeah, we're going based off of what you have registered in whatever application you use most frequently. But here within, by the end of this year, if not next year, we will have an official USGA Amateur Golf Club status, and we'll be able to register GINs with our golfers.
So my thought is this, Chris, and Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, but like on my phone, I have my GIN on my phone. So couldn't you actually require a golfer to give you a screenshot of their GIN of that day or show you their GIN, if they have the app? If not, they could log in online and take a screenshot of it and actually provide that screenshot.
Yes, you could do that. And for the golfers that do have that, I encourage them to do that. But as of for right now, I'm trying to not introduce financial roadblocks for our golfers to, golf on our tour. And, an extra $60, $65 sometimes can be quite a hit to somebody if they're trying to golf. Yeah,
because in New Mexico, they have that, which is different.
Right.
it is a little different, and it is a little more.
You pay $30 and you have a gin. Here,
Yeah,
it's funny, you have to join Sun Country and all that.
In Florida, you know, when I was registered in Florida, you know, I paid $25, and I had my gin, I had everything. I went to my golf course, I punched in my things, I had on my phone. You know, being that I do play a lot in Albuquerque, and I go back and forth between the two states, I wanted to do it here because I was here, and it is a little more financially, you know, it is because it's more
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost triple what I'm paying in Florida, where I can golf all the time. So yeah, I could see where that is, but I think what you're doing is great. What is your next tour coming up? Which is your next event?
Well, first, before we get to that,
good.
I want to talk about the past event, your first event that was that you guys had. Talk about that first event. Talk about the numbers, how it went, and you know, is there any growth, you know, from event to event on your end?
Okay, great, thank you. The first event was the Burquia Kickoff Classic, which was played at Puerto del Sol Golf Club. That was a 9-hole event. So it was just kind of like an introductory, see what the tour is like, see what we're all about. We were aiming for 20 golfers. We ended up with 14, so we almost hit our goal. We had 8 golfers that were members of the tour that were in it for the points. And I just want to extend a congratulations to Alejandro Martinez. Congratulations, buddy, on your first victory. Points are posted on our social media, Facebook and Instagram, so you can keep track of those points. But yeah, the first event went fantastic. We have probably about 10 to 15% growth rate from event to event. So I believe we're going to get anywhere from 25 to 30, 35 guys for the next event, which is the Golf Father going to be at the Ladera Golf Course. It's going to be called the Ladera Cup.
I haven't played there yet, I don't think.
Well, come out and join us.
May
20th.
May 20th. I gotta go and check all your stuff out, because I know he told me about it, and I'm going back and forth, and I'm leaving back and going back and forth. But if I'm here, I think it'll be cool, because I think there's a lot of growth possibilities. And John, my brain is thinking that could be a good fit for the local stuff that I have in talks going with a particular company. Maybe they could join forces to get that more participation. So there's a lot of stuff that's there inside of New Mexico and all those courses, whether it be 9 or 18. But I think 9 is a good start for people. Here while they're doing
that was the first event. We're doing 18 at Ladera. If of course, we have more players. And we appreciate all the help that we can
play 18 right now. So
I'm itching to play 18 for sure. The 9 holes seem like a teaser for me. It seems like I'm getting warmed up. I was out of the game for a while, but I'm starting to see stuff come back. So I'm happy for that. But I think we do a lot of stuff with a lot of people, and I think one of the biggest things that we like to do is join the smaller companies with the other companies and try and watch them expand together. How one company could help another one grow. And that's where my mind's at right now with what we do and what we can do and what you're doing and trying to grow that, because 14 is still a lot of golfers, but 20 is nicer and 25 is even better. So it's something that is good. I think maybe if I'm around more, it's something that I might want to join to do.
Well, if I could fit in to this question, because he mentioned that 8 of those golfers that participated in the first event were members. Talk about the membership aspect, and it sounds to me that these events are just not for members, but it's also for non-members as well. But the points are only for members.
Correct. Like I said, we're trying to grow this game and get anybody and everybody involved that we can. Of course, if you're a member, you're going to be in for the season-long race to get your points in for the end of the season championship prize, trophy, couple of prizes, things like that. It's going to be really good. But if you're a non-member, you're going to have to pay a little bit more, but you are going to be involved for the singular event prizes, but not necessarily the points unless you pay for the membership at the registration on the website.
So can I play devil's advocate?
Absolutely.
How much is the membership? I'm actually looking.
I was just going to ask that. So.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to multitask and look up at the stuff and how much does it cost to be a member? Because that event that you're talking about, that allow the Puerto del Sol people to play as well, because I think I got a notification, because that's one of the courses that I played on, and I got a notification from them about it. So anytime they have something going on, any kind of event, you get message about. So that's what I like about it. So
I actually had Mark McFalls, the PGA Pro, playing with us on that specific event.
Mm-hmm.
So he was great, and gave us all the advice that we needed, specific course tips
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. But if you wanted to purchase a tour membership, I'm just going to tell you right now, the membership is free. You don't have to purchase a membership. You just go in there, you get your membership, you go on, and you just become a member of the website. But
wow,
yeah, exactly. And that's just for the first few months. We just want to get as many people involved and get the website churning as much as we possibly can. But if you just want to have a one-off tournament and you're not registered as a member of our site, then you will have to pay that extra $15 for that registration fee.
So let me get this straight. If I register, it's free. If I don't register, it's a $15 fee. Why wouldn't they register?
No idea. I'm trying to make it an incentive for them to register and be a part of this thing, man.
You know what, folks? Go register. You save yourself $15. You got to be crazy not to register. And you got it right there. Visit www.nmagt.com. I'm going there right after we finish this segment. I'm not even waiting for the next set. I'm going to go do it right after this segment.
So
John was one of our first members.
Yes.
You see that? I'm not only the member, I'm the club president. Yeah, that's going to be me. So, I'm excited, and it's kind of cool. You build the points and everything else. Who doesn't want that extra trophy? Yes.
Something exactly. We need to help our good friend here, Chris, out, because he needs it's. This tour can only be as successful as the support he gets for this tour, and he is eagerly needing sponsorships, whether it be prizes or financial. But Chris, talk a little bit about what your needs are as far as that goes.
Well, gentlemen, just like with any golf tournament, we are looking for someone to be our title sponsor. Yada 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 presents the New Mexico Amateur Golf Tour. Or, we can have hole in one or closest to the pin sponsored by specific businesses. You guys, and then those sponsors can have a table set up at the tee box, presenting information, giving out water, snacks, things like that to the golfers as they approach the tee box and are waiting to tee off. Long drive contests, things like that. If you pay one time as a sponsor, then you have a season-long sponsorship at that relative tier. And we are really eagerly awaiting somebody to reach out and take this ride with us.
And where can they find out? Because a lot of people don't want to talk to you right away, Chris. They want to see what they're getting themselves into. So for those sponsors out there, can they go to a particular website and say, look at this section, and it'll give them the tiers that they can join, to see where they fit? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't want to feel pressured, even though they want to help. They don't know if they can. So do you have something where they can find out what the different tiers of sponsorship are?
Well, on our website, there's a contact us section where all you'd have to do and put in the subject line is put in sponsorship interest or sponsorship proposal. We will send that individual our proposals as they stand for our gold, silver, and bronze tiers sponsorship opportunities. And and then we will discuss it with that particular individual or organization, and hopefully we can get something struck up.
All right. Well, I think maybe you can send it to Mr. Biggs over there, and we can share it with some of our sponsors and stuff like that. I don't think it'll be difficult to get like prizes and stuff like that, especially if we're participating. Some of our sponsors will be, more apt to do it. I think it'll be cool if we
just like you were saying earlier, some of the best shots I've hit recently were with a Tour Edge 3-wood with a little bit of a draw bias on it. I won't deny it. So
I'm a C. He's an E. So yeah, we got it, and I swear by it. And as we're doing those things, we got to meet really nice people. A lot of people don't know about Club Champion being here in New Mexico. They're in Albuquerque, so a lot of people didn't even know that. They weren't pushing that. So there's a lot of neat things here that I don't believe get the exposure that they should.
And I've reached out to places like that, but these corporately owned places, the managers or the GMs at those specific locations don't have the latitude to make those decisions.
Exactly.
So like I said, any and all help that we can get in acquiring a sponsor or sponsors is greatly appreciated to you two and to anybody watching. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, and you don't have to be from New Mexico to do it.
Really quick.
That's right.
The cost of these events, where are you looking? I mean, I know they vary from 9-hole to 18-hole, but what's the cost of the event that you got coming up next?
So the event I have coming up next is going to be at Ladera, like I said, 18 holes. It's going to be $160 for members, $175 for non-members. And if anybody has questions or concerns about why the price is so high, it is an amateur golf tournament. So we can't exactly go to cash prizes. So what we do is we invest in training aids, gift cards, gift certificates, lessons with local pros, things like that. And all of that money gets reallocated from the registration fees to prizes, trophies, and things like that.
Okay.
Nice. There you go. Chris, thank you so much. If anybody wants more information about this, it is NMAGT.com. We'll see you out there. And Chris, anything that we could do, to promote events or something like that, just let us know, bud.
Bill, John, you guys have been awesome. Biggs Golf Talk, thank you so much. I will see you guys out there. Hit them straight.
Absolutely.
Hit them straight. Yes, sir.
Hit them straight. Or with a little draw bias.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
It could happen.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll say goodbye to you in a little bit. More BGT coming your way right here on the Ignite Golf Network. We'll be right back.